guys. Today I just want to talk a little bit about the Argumentative Research Project, or the ARP. I'm not sure what's going on exactly this semester, but I've had a few students contact me about the different assignments that we've had so far that are part of the ARP, with questions, just not really understanding what is going on with those assignments. And so I assume if I have a couple people talking to me, there are probably more people with the same questions. And so I wanted to just take a few minutes to talk through everything. So the ARP is what it sounds like. It is going to be a research argumentative paper. And what we're doing right now is working on it in pieces. A big part of this class of Comp 2 is, or at least a purpose of this class, is to learn how to write research argumentative papers, so that when you are in your major classes or just your other classes further down the line, when you are assigned a paper that you need to research, that you need to write, those classes are not going to, your instructors are not going to spend a lot of class time telling you how to write a paper, because that's what you're doing in this class. So what the goal is with this ARP and all the smaller pieces of it is to teach you how to face a research paper, to know how to break it down, how to complete it in smaller pieces, how to complete it over time rather than in one night, so that when you get to these other papers later on, you are confident, you know what to do, you know how to approach it, you know how to break it into pieces so that it's manageable to work on. And that's what we're practicing with this ARP1 here, is doing that later on. So I always ask you to choose your own topic so that you can write about something you're interested in. But as far as the topic goes, it doesn't have to be something that is related to your major or that you're going to research later on. It's about the skills of researching and about writing this argumentative paper. So the pieces that we've had so far are, first, the annotated bibliography. And all that you needed to do for that was find two sources about your topic. They could be basic information, they could be argumentative, any sources at all. One of those sources could come from the website procon.org, which I pointed out as a place where you could also get ideas for a topic if you weren't sure what you wanted to work with. And the other one needed to be from either one of the databases in the library, or through a Google Scholar search. If you did not want to use Procon, then both of them would need to come from either a database or a Google Scholar search. And I included, the sample that showed you how the formatting works. All you needed to do was create a works cited entry for each source and then write a very short summary of the information that was in that source. So that was the first piece. It just got you looking at sources, thinking about your topic, and maybe learning a little bit more about it. The second piece is the outline, which I posted the template for the outline, and then I posted a sample for the outline. So in looking at the sample, you can see that we have the topic, and I'll talk in terms of the sample. So for the sample, the topic is the death penalty. It's not an argument, it's just a topic. So if you're working with college tuition, that's your topic. If you're working with the American healthcare system, that's your topic. Sex ed in schools, or I'm sorry, I'm just not thinking of a bunch of topics that off the top of my head that you guys are specifically working with, but whatever your general topic is. The next thing on the outline is your thesis statement. So this is where you will tell me what your argument is. So on the sample, it says the death penalty should be abolished by all states, or all states should abolish the death penalty, or something like that. So that is the argument that this person, these are sample papers from another student years ago at a different school. that this person is making is, this is the argument. So we went from the general topic, which is just the death penalty, to the thesis statement, which is the argument the student wants to make, which is that the death penalty should be abolished. Okay, sorry, okay. After that, we move into what you would be writing about for ARP 1A, and that includes the notes saying that this is where you are talking about background and contextualization. So on the sample, it says that they'll be writing in that paper about Supreme Court cases, about different types of methods of the death penalty that have been used in the US, perhaps about, kind of just the history of how those, how that has kind of changed over time. So this part is not argumentative. It is just background and contextualization. That's what the template for the outline says. That's what ARP 1A needs to include. So that's what needs to be included there. And again, you can look at the sample and see what specific things about the death penalty that person is including in ARP 1A. Then underneath that, we have the two columns, and this is for ARP 1B and ARP 1C. These papers they're doing the same thing in that each of them is producing one of your reasons or arguments in favor of your thesis statement. So if you think that the federal minimum wage needs to be raised, what are two reasons that needs to be raised? One of those reasons is what you will write your ARP 1B about. The other reason is what you will write your ARP 1C about. So those two columns, each of them should include an argument that you want to make, your reasons, and some evidence. So again, if you look at the sample, you'll see for 1B, that student is working with the idea that the death penalty is unconstitutional, and it explains the specific reason and some pieces of evidence that they will write about. This does not have to be incredibly specific. At this point, it is an outline. It's just ideas of what you're going to write about. So maybe all you know is that your topic deals with legal issues. So you're going to write about how it is illegal or how it is unconstitutional in this one. And you might not know what all those issues are yet because you haven't done all the research yet, because you don't need to have. We're just starting with this. An outline is very much about basic information. This is about planning out your overall ideas of what you're going to do with this project. So that's what we see in 1B. In 1C, we see that the argument is that it is the death penalty is not effective as a preventive measure. So it does not stop people from committing murder or violent crimes. And so that is another reason that this student thinks it should be abolished. And again, they go through and put just the different pieces of what they're going to say in that paper there. So those are the two assignments that have been due so far. If you have not completed those, please still complete them. I put things in order. I give them to you in small pieces for the purpose of making this easier, and also for the purpose of you being able to build on your work as you go through. And again, so that when you're in your senior level biology class and you're told to write a research paper and that's all you're told, you know how to do it and you are confident that you can do it because you've learned how to do something like this in steps. So do still complete those. I will still grade them. These are things that you don't want to just skip assignments and then pick up somewhere else down the road. So please do complete them. Same with the assignments in Revel. We're working specifically with chapters that will help with these writing assignments. So we've worked with the chapter about MLA formatting because your papers have to be formatted in MLA format and you're having to cite research sources. So that's why we've worked with those. That's why I also gave you the handout and then the exercise outside of Revel that was practicing reading a source, summarizing it, citing it, and creating a works cited entry for it. So all of the classwork that I'm giving you goes along with completing these major writing assignments. And now we're working on the part of the textbook where we're talking about a research paper. So again, that's what we're doing. We're researching, we're writing. And so do make sure you are also completing the Revel assignments. And for those of you who have still not signed up for Revel, you have missed a lot of work and you definitely need to get signed up. As I've said multiple times, if you took Comp 1 here at UAPB last semester and had a paid subscription to the textbook for that class, you still have a paid subscription. You just need to sign in at the link I've provided you with your same account and it's done. If you are waiting on financial aid, you can sign up with a 2-week free trial until that financial aid comes through. You really have missed a lot of this background information that will then tell you and how to and help you do these assignments. So yeah, that's just an extra little note in there. So as far as the next piece of the ARP, we will finally be working with paper ARP 1A. So again, this is at the top of your outline as the paper that will give you background and some context of your topic. So that paper prompt has been posted. So has a sample paper. There's always a sample paper with these. And so has the check-in assignment. So the check-in assignment is posted under this week's assignments. You need to just look at the paper prompt, read the paper prompt, keep it open to refer back to as you are answering those few very, very short questions in the check-in assignment. Again, the check-in assignment's purpose is simply to make sure you are reading the assignment prompts and not just not looking at them. So that's what they're there for. You're getting a grade for it. It's a very, very quick and easy grade. So just make sure you're doing that. And again, the paper prompt or directions are posted, as is the sample of what that paper looks like from this, again, student from several years ago that I taught at a different school. That paper is there as well. So as we go through, you'll just need to keep kind of going back to your outline to see what topics you were intending to write about, what reasons you were intending to bring in, etc. But for ARP 1A, remember that you're not arguing in this paper. You're just talking about your topic, not your thesis statement or your argument. Those are the same thing, just your topic. Pay attention to the way the sample is set up and you will see that that paper does not argue anything. It just gives information about the death penalty. And that's what you need to do. Information about minimum wage, information about college tuition, information about the healthcare system, information about the environment. Whatever your topic is, you're just informing in this particular paper. That is ARP 1A. So as always, if you have questions, please do ask me. I check my email during the week, during work hours. I have my email open with my notifications making noise. I hear emails as soon as they come in and I respond to them as quickly as I possibly can, unless I'm on the phone with another student, or if it's during my office hours, I'm talking to someone on Zoom, or if another student has made an appointment, I'm on Zoom with them then. I will answer your email as quickly as possible. I do the same thing with my phone. I look at my texts very quickly during regular business hours. If you are trying to reach out to me on the weekend or you're trying to reach out to me at night, you just need to be a little more patient with me. I will still answer you. I just won't necessarily answer you immediately because I don't keep my computer open right in front of me 24 hours a day with my notifications making noise to tell me that I'm getting emails. I do not keep my phone sitting on me all the time to make sure that I know if I'm getting a text. I have to take some time where I'm, not just staring at the computer screen, and also when I am just not working. I think I'm not alone in that, you know, I'm not working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I know all of us understand that feeling. So I will answer you, and I will answer you quickly. Just reach out if you need something. If you want to talk with me on Zoom and my office hours don't work for you, just send me an email or a text to set up another time. I am happy to do that. If you want to talk with me on the phone, send me an email or a text to let me know that, and we will do that. If you have questions about our assignments, if you have questions about Revel, if you have questions about anything, just please let me know that you have questions. That's something that I think a lot of people maybe don't, not necessarily just you guys, a lot of people don't like to ask questions or reach out, but I really do need you to do that so that I can help and so that I can help you to be successful. So I think that is pretty much everything I wanted to cover as far as just kind of some updated information or just some verbal instruction about the ARPs. Since I have had these kind of questions coming in, like I said, I will do another video like this next week to discuss, or sorry, not next week, 2 weeks from now when we start working on the ARP 1B. I'll do another video kind of going over that. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help you. And other than that, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're feeling well. I hope you're staying safe. I know it's cold, colder than plenty of us experience with any kind of regularity if we've lived in the South our whole lives. I know the roads are slick. Just try to stay safe. Stay in if you possibly can. If not, just please be careful. Please be safe. And I will talk to you as you contact me and you need me. Bye.